Hello everyone, welcome to the e-commerce website using React.js with the help of Tailwind CSS. So we will build this website, e-commerce website using React.js with the help of Tailwind CSS. So let's check the demo that what we are going to build in this video. So first of all, look at the navbar and also a search bar. Whenever we search something, so we will see that in search bar. Okay, whatever you want to search. For example, let's search something. Product, so we will see the product. Okay, but if we speak, because the title of all these products is same, because all has a product, so let's specifically mention, for example, product 4, for example 5, even 8. But if we search something like this which is not existed, so then it will display as no product. Look at no product found. So let's go back to the home page. So we also have at the navbar login and register button. So whenever we press this, so we will move to login page. So that is, which is used for login, forgot password, login and sign up. Whenever we press this sign up, so we will move to the sign up page. This is our sign up page. Back to the login page. So let's close it. Okay, by pressing this at the top right corner, so we have closing button. So by pressing that, it will close the model. So we have here the shop, contact, about and home menu. Down from that we have the categories, different categories that we have listed in also the hero page. And here we have the info section like free shipping, support, and these things that we have. And categories, these three main categories like men, women, and kids. And top products, so here we have the top products. Also down from that we have the shop. So by pressing this plus button, we will be able to add a product to our page, to our cart. So down we have a footer. So let's try the products. For example, we press this product, so it will open this product for us. Look at product description. So here we will list the product description, and here we can increase the quantity, add to cart, and the product. Let's go back and, for example, press this one. So this is the detail page of the product. Go back. So let's now add to the cart. So when you press this button, see, add it to the cart. Okay, let's add this one also. Let's add this one also. We have 3 products. Right now we have 3 products in our cart. Look at the cart. The items has changed. Let's press the cart button. So we have these 3 products in our cart. So we can increase the quantity and decrease, and also we can remove. So let's, for example, increase the quantity of product 4. Press it. So that everything has increased. Look at. Again, increase the quantity like this. The price total items, but here we have 3 products because the products are 3, but the total items is 7. And by pressing this button, it will remove from cart. Let's press it. See, the product removed from cart. So here we have total items in our cart totals. Okay, in summary. So here we have the shipping, the default. This is the default setting. So we can change the setting, the shipping to setting. Let's, for example, press change address. So here we will just insert a new address. For example, Main Street and 001, and for example CF Kalipurna or whatever is that. Okay, let's press save address. So it will change the address to this new address. Here down we have the total price. By pressing this proceed to checkout, so it will move to the checkout page. But before moving to the checkout page, let's remove these products. Look at, your cart is empty, nothing in your cart. So let's go back to shop and add a product. Add it as okay. Let's go to the cart, and now let's move to the proceed to checkout. So after moving to the proceed to checkout, here we have the summary of our products that we have, and here the total price, and here we have billing information, shipping information, and payment method. Like here we can add the billing information, like let's, for example, add phone number, something like this. Let's close it and open the shipping information. And Main Street, for example, let's, for example, just insert Mumbai or US, California, zip code like this, something, whatever is that. And let's close the payment method. If that is cash on delivery, nothing will happen. If you press the debit card, so it will open debit card information, card number, card holder name, and expiry date, CVV number. Okay, so let's go back to cash on delivery, and let's press place order. So it will place our order. So look at the order summary. Okay, this is the confirmation message, order confirmation. So order summary, order number, and shipping information. These are shipping information. Item ordered, product 1, product 3, and product 4. Quantity is 1 in 1. The price is 19.49, and the total price is 69. So let's move to track order or continue shipping. Let's please track order, so we can track our order. So you know that this is just a front end. We didn't integrated the shipping method and also the payment method. So it is how we can just see the front end, like estimated delivery date and shipping information. These are the products, order status is in processing or what. So let's go back to continue shopping. So this was the whole process that we will implement in this video in the portal that we have. So let's start, okay, to build this project. So let's create our project. I opened the Visual Studio Code editor and an empty folder. Inside this folder I will create React app. So let's press Ctrl plus backtick button. So it will open the terminal, and let's move now to just create our project. npm create with. So it will create our React app. Let's press enter. We will use with.js for creating our React app. Yeah, create React app, install these things, and install Tailwind CSS. Sorry, I think I'm not connected with the internet. So let's connect with the internet. So let's close it once and run it again. npm create with. So project name, I will not assign the project because I want to create in the same folder. And after that, the package name is just eCommerce frontend. That is okay. Let's select React and JavaScript, and it says press just run npm install this command, and after that npm run dev will run our React app, our server. So after the completion of that, now let's install these libraries: Redux Toolkit and React Autodom for routing, and React icons. Copy this line and paste it here. Press enter to install these. Where is the error? npm install. The install is not recognized. Oh yes, I didn't write the npm, so let's just add npm install. So it will install these libraries for us. So after the completion, now let's install and configure the Tailwind CSS also for designing. So let's come here to the browser, and here I will write Tailwind with, and just come here, open this website. After opening that, now let's just copy this line. Okay, npm install Tailwind CSS, post CSS, and auto prefixer. Copy this line and paste it here. Press enter. And after that, copy this line and npx tailwind init. Paste the line and press enter. So it will click config file, and after that just edit this area, the content area of tailwind.config.js. Come here and open this file and just edit the content section, save it. And what else it need? Just copy this line of code and paste it inside index.css. Let's move to this src index.css, paste it. Now let's run our server, our React app. All right, npm run dev. Let's move to this path. So this is our default React app. Let's change the default code. Just come here to the app.jsx, remove the whole code from this. Also, I will delete this file. and come here to the index.js, remove the whole code, text 3xl. This is a class of Tailwind CSS. Save it. So that is okay, it is working. What else we need to change? App.jsx, src, remove this one. Let's change the title of our app. Let's come here to the index.html, and this is e-commerce, or we will just name it eShop. We can also change the icon here. Okay, just assign the image that you want. So eShop. Let's close this one. So let's first of all just create the folders that we need inside src. So here the first one is components folder. We will just write our components, and the second folder is pages. Inside this we will have our pages. I should remove this. Delete should be inside the pages should be inside src. And also let's add another folder for Redux or Redux Toolkit. Right now, yeah, assets, components, pages in Redux, that is okay. And let's now first of all configure React Router DOM. So for that, let's come here to the app.jsx, and inside this we will just import browser router from React Router DOM, router, routes, and route. After importing these things, now let's configure it. Browser router, inside this we will have routes, and inside routes we will define our route, specifically a route, for example, where we want to move to which component. And let's first thing that we need to design, that is navbar. So to design the navbar, for that let's create the navbar component inside components folder, .jsx rafce, save it, and let's import it. And we will just write the navbar at the top of routes. The reason for that is that we need to render the navbar on the top of all components. Okay, on the top of all components we should have navbar. So that's why I will import it inside down from browser router. Navbar. So that is okay. Even also the footer would be also here. Okay, down from these routes. So let's create the footer component also. Footer, we should import it from, let's import it. So we have navbar and footer here. And also let's create the home page also here in the pages, home.jsx. So let's rename it jsx. Here this route path is slash element as home. Yeah, first of all navbar, then home, and then footer. Now let's design the navbar. Let's move to navbar component. This is navbar. So let's try to do inside this we will have our just a sharp, it means brand logo. So for that, let's just write another div. Inside that we will have link. So let's import link from React Rotterdam. So whenever we press this link, so it will move directly to the home page. 2 is equal to slash. It means that whenever we press this link, so it will move directly to the app.jsx to this route to home component. And here we will just write e shop like this. Let's down from that have another div element. Inside this we will have our forum, and the forum which is used for searching. Inside this forum, first of all, we will have an input field, type text, placeholder, just search product, and down from that we will have an icon. So that icon would be at the end of search bar, like here. Okay, here we will display that icon. So let's just come here. The icon name is for search. Import that from React icons for search. So down from this, what we need to display, we just want to display the at the end that we had, okay, cart icon and also login and register. So first of all, we will display our shopping cart. So for that, let's wrap that inside link, because whenever we just press that cart, so we will move directly to the cart page. 2 is equal to slash cart. Right now we don't have route in app.jsx for cart, but later we will create that. And here we will just add for shopping cart. Down from this card we will display login and register. So let's create a button. Let's create another button, and here we will just display an icon, font awesome user icon. The reason that on smaller devices, it means for mobile, I will display this icon. For larger devices, I will display login register. So everything is done. Let's save it and let's display it how it looks like. So it looks like this. Okay, so now let's add just the Tailwind CSS classes to design it. Let's move to the top. Class name beige white, beige up this navbar is white, shadow MD medium, and to this div element let's add a container. So mx, it means margin R2, or left and right is R2, padding x from right and left side 4, or yes, MD padding x is 16, LG padding x is 24. It means that per larger devices the padding from right and left side would be 24, per medium devices 16 rem, and for a smaller devices 4 rem. And padding y, it means up and down padding would be 4, and flex justify between items center. Now let's come here to design this e-shop, okay, our brand logo. So for that, let's class name text LG font bold. Come here down to our form, add a class name relative flex 1. It means that it will just take the whole area. The remaining area will be just assigned to this input field, flex 1, it means. And mx margin from right and left side would be 4. So let's, yeah, we will just now design this search icon. The search icon should be at the end. So to design that, let's just add the class name. So we have assigned relative to the parent of this icon. To this one we will assign absolute. The top would be 3, right free, and text rate 500 or 600. And also let's just add a class name to this input field, which is width would be full rounded and the corner would be rounded, or no, yeah, let's leave it like this, and add border UI2 px4. Save it. So after designing this div element, now let's move to design this, okay, the last section, which is login and register, and also the shopping cart. So let's add a class name, flex items center, vertically center the items, and space x. Space between elements will be 4. Horizontally the space between these elements will be 4, and 4 rem. And let's add a class name, this one, which is hidden md black. Okay, for medium devices it will be displayed, but for smaller devices hidden. And for this one, this would be black, but for medium devices hidden. Let's now check it. So this is our navbar that we have. Okay, eShop, and this is search bar and cart, and also login. Let's just increase the size of this cart. Just come here, let's put in the last name here, text excel, or we can just assign LG large. That is okay. So this was the navbar. Now down from that we will just display these menus, okay, these links. So to display that, for that just come here down, and down from this div element we will implement the second section. So inside this div element we will have 4 links. So let's create them. We will use link because by pressing that we will move to a new page. Inside this home, set class name, we will just add a class name h over underline, and let's duplicate it 4 times. Home, shop, and contact, and about. So let's just add class name to this div element. Flex items center, vertically center the item, and justify center, and also horizontally center the items. Space x, horizontally space between these item would be 10 ring. Padding y would be 4, means top and bottom padding, and text sm, font bold. So it looks like this. Okay, these are the 4 links that we have. So let's just add to property also here. Sorry, I should add just 2 is equal to slash somewhere. Later I will add the route. So this was the design of our navbar. Now after that, before moving to login and cart section, we will just design our home page, hero page also. So to design the home page, for that we will just design it like this. First of all, we will have these categories, then we will have this image and text on the top of the image. So for that, let's go and we will move to home page. I will just list the categories inside here. Okay, assets. In assets I will just create a folder, a file, mock data .jsx. Here I will have just the fake data to display that. So I wrote these categories, the fake categories that I wrote inside mock data file. Now let's go back to home page, and here let's import the categories from categories. After importing that, now let's design. First of all, inside this, now we will create 2 div element. The first one is bar to display the categories, and the second one is part to display the image. So let's first of all display the categories. Inside this, let's just write shop by categories. Save it. Let's come here down, and here we will have an order list, and inside this let's now just run the categories dot map. So first of all we will get category and index. List. Inside the list we will just display our category, and let's assign a key to this list, which is index, a unique key. So that is okay. After displaying the, let's first of all check it. Yeah, we have the categories, but before the categories we will have this circle. So to display that circle, for that we need, first of all, before this category, let's create another div element. So to this div element I will just add the Tailwind CSS classes to display circle before the category. So we have completed this section. Okay, now down from this, just come here. That is okay. Should be closed here. Yep, this one is closed here, and the second one is closed here. I think we don't need this one. Yeah, inside this, so this UL should be inside down from this list, and in this div element we will just display now our image. So let's display our image. So let's first of all import the image. So to import the image, for that I will import images to this assets folder. Let's create a folder inside this. I will name it images, and I will just all import images to this images folder. So I have just imported these images inside the images folder. Okay, these are all images that we will use. The first image that we need to use now, hero page.png, this one. So let's import it inside the home.jsx, import hero image from / go to assets / hero page.png. Let's display it here inside the src hero image. And down from this image, let's create another div element, and inside this we will now display just these text. Okay, this text in a button. So to display that, for that we need, let's first of all write p tag, and we will just write, for example, name the shop, whatever you want to write, but I would like to write something like this, or I can just simply write code with Yusuf. And down from that, let's write welcome to eShop. Let's have millions plus products, and down from that we will have a button, shop now. Save it. Now let's just add the Tailwind CSS classes to design this home page. So let's go back to this top, and here I will just add beige, white, and magenta 2. What else we need to add? That is like padding X, as we added for let's come here to the navbar. Okay, padding X for medium and larger devices. Let's copy these classes and I will paste them here. Let's design the second div element, which is used for our home page for the image and categories container, and this is mx. Okay, from right and left side auto, it means that it would be that the items would be in the center. Starting by 4. These are just Tailwind CSS classes. Okay, I hope that you know. Call MB flex row. So I wrote this flex call. Okay, for smaller devices it will be in the column. It means first it will display the categories, then down from that the image. But for medium devices it will be in the row. It means first the categories at the right side, the image. So this is just for the responsiveness. This website is responsive. I didn't show you at the start. So if we just decrease the size, so it will looks like this. Okay, for smaller devices, this is the size. Okay, that is okay. Now let's come here to design this one, the first part, the categories part. So for that, width full. For smaller devices width full, but for medium devices width 3 by 12. It will take just 3 columns from 12. Okay, this is just the responsiveness. It is okay. Just let's just add space. X would be 2. I think this div is an extra one. Don't need this one. So let's just configure where, yeah, this should be closed here. That is okay, and this should be closed here. Just remove Alt Shift F, just format the code. This one is closed there, and this one is closed there. This one is closed. Just, yeah, that is okay. Now let's just design this shop by categories. Class name BG read 600 text white and font text XS. It means small. The text size would be extra small. Font bold. Padding X2, padding Y 2.5. So let's check it. Yeah, it looks like this. That is okay. Now just design the UL. Okay, so class name space Y of this UL would be like 4 page 300 padding 3 border. So it means that the space between these list vertical will be 4. Like this, it will looks like this. Let's just design the circle also. So to this circle, class name width 2, height 2, border read 500, rounded full, margin right 2. So let's just add class to this li also. Flex items center text sm smaller and font medium. So it looks like this better. This is the categories. Now let's just design the image section also. Completed this section. Now let's come here to this section. Width full for smaller devices, and but for medium devices the width will be 9 per 12. 9 column from 12. Margin top 8 MD. For medium devices the margin top would be margin top 0 and height 96 relative. Let's just add class to this images. Height would be full and also width full. Let's just check it. Yeah, that is okay. The image displayed. Now let's just design this div element. So this is relative, so we will just assign absolute class to this text, and we will just move it to the top, to this area, to the left of the image. absolute, top, for example, 16 and left 8. So it is here now. Let's just classes to these text also. I will just pause video for adding classes, Tailwind CSS classes to these, because that is the same classes. So it will take time. So it will make video length extra. So I have added just these classes, okay, for the P, for the H2, and for the P again for millions products, and for the button. For the button, these are the familiar classes, but these are just for use to scale, okay, to add the transition. Whenever we move mouse to our button, so it will scale. This is the size of scale, and it will scale the button. So let's check it, okay. I will just show to you, like whenever you move small, so it will just scale. So it will looks like this. Go with user, millions products. So this is our home page. Now down from that, we just need to let's come here, and we will just design this info section, okay, the information about our services like free shipping, support 24/7, 100% money back, payment secure, and discount. So let's create the info section component. Let's move to the components, and here I will create info section or information info section. So inside this div element, we will display those that information. So for that, I will create an array. In that array, I will just list these things, okay, the icon, the title, and the description. I will create just an array of these objects, then I will use a map function for that to display that. So I have created this array of objects. In these objects, I have icon, first of all icon, and I think I didn't import these icons, so let's first of all import them. For shipping fast, the first one, and the second one for exit, third one. So after importing the icons, now let's just use map function. Info items, that map. So let's first display the icon. So for that, we will use item dot icon. Then we will use h3 tag. Inside that, we will display the item dot title, and down from that, a p tag. Inside that, we will display item dot description. So after displaying that, let's alt shift F, format the document. Now let's assign classes. So let's first of all assign key index, and we will just assign classes from the start. pg white, and padding bottom 8, padding top 12, okay. From bottom and top, I will assign the padding. And let's add class name to this div element, container mx r2. At the center, great calls column 1, md great calls 2, lg great calls 5, gap 4. So what I did, I used grade system. So for smaller devices, it will display one card, okay. For medium devices, 2 card, but for larger devices, it will display 5 cards in single row. Now let's just assign class name to this div element also. Flex column, and items center, just vertically bring items to the center. Text center, padding 4, border, and around it lg, make it around it lg, and shadow md. So let's press enter to display other classes here. and I will just add scale. Okay, a transition. So for the transition, as we use for the button, we will do something like this. Okay, let's just copy this text, paste it here. Cursor, pointer. Let's save it, and we will just let's assign class name to these h3 tag and also p tag, which is margin top 4, text XL, the text size and font semi bold. Class name margin top 2, text gray 600. Let's import it inside the home. Just come here and we will just import it down from this flex. Okay, yes, just come here, and here I will just import info section, save it, and let's check it. Just come here to eShop. So look at it, looks like this. Everything is okay. So this was the info section. Now down from this info section, let's move and we will just display these categories. Okay, men, women, and kids. So let's create another component. We will name it a category section. JSX RAFCE. Save it. Let's first of all import it inside the home category section. It has been imported. Now let's design the category section. So for the category section, again we need to do something as we did for the info section. So we will just import 3 images, and also we will create an array of objects like this to display the image and the title. So for that, I will import the images and create an array of objects. So after importing these images and also the categories, and we have in the title men, women, kids, and image URL or image. So now let's just use the map function to display that. Categories.map, we will get just category and index. Index is a unique key, so let's display it inside a div element. Key, let's just assign key index. So inside this div element, let us display the image, which is category dot image URL, and also we can assign that for the alt. Let's create another div element, and inside this we will have 2 p tags. The first one is to display the title, which is category dot title. The second one is just to view all. Like this. Now let's just design it. We will just add classes. So let's first of all check it. So it looks like this. Now let's design it. Let's add classes to this. First of all, to this one, container mxr2 great calls 1, great sm, great calls 3, gap 6, cursor. So it means for extra smaller devices it will display 1 card, but for smaller devices and medium and large devices it will display 3 cards in a single row. Now let's add class name to this div element. So relative, the relative is added because of we will display this text. We will make this text absolute to display at the medium of image, at the mid of the image, h64, so the height of the image would be 64, and let's add just like as we added transform, transition, and duration h over like this. And also let's add this cursor pointer here. So now let's just come here, last name to this, width full, height full, object cover, and around it LG, and shadow MDRH. Now let's add just class name to this div element, absolute, top 20, left 12, set. Let's save it, and now let's check it. So after adding the Tailwind CSS classes, so it looks like this. It is okay. So after displaying this section, now we would like to just display the top products. Okay, so to display the top products, for that we need first of all to just pitch the products. It means that the product that we have. So right now we are just dealing with the fake data. So I will just insert a few records to our mark data file. So here I will insert a few records, then I will display these records on the home page. So I have imported in images and also created array of objects. In every object we have ID, image, name of the product, and the price. So we have just these 10 objects. So now let's import it, okay, to use it. So for using it, for the products, to handle the products and access the products, we will use Redux Toolkit. For pitching the data, we are using with Redux Toolkit, we are using create async thank, which is a function we are using that. But right now I will use Redux Toolkit, but not the async thank function. The reason for that is that if we are pitching data from database or from an API, then we are using create async thank. But right now the data is in our own React app, so we don't need that. We will just use Redux Toolkit. We will create a function to just fetch the records from Redux Toolkit. Okay, we will handle using Redux Toolkit. We will handle the products using Redux Toolkit. So let's configure Redux Toolkit. So to use Redux Toolkit, for that let's move to the Redux folder, and inside this Redux folder I will create 3 files. Let's create the first file, which is store.jsx. This is our store, and the second file is product slice.jsx. This slice is just the logic of implementation of our action and reducers. And we will create another slice, which is cart slice. Let's rename it. The logic reducers and function we will implement related to cart inside this cart slice, and which are related to product, we will implement them inside product slice. But in the store we will store those reducers. This is our store that we will access our product and cart slices and actions. Now let's first of all implement the product slice. So to implement the product slice, for that we will use create slice function to create our slice. So let's first of all import that. Create slice from Redux.js toolkit. Now let's create initial state of our product. What we want to store inside our products. Okay, the initial state of our product, which is an object, and inside this we will store products, which is an array with us. We will store more than one products, and then right now this is okay. We will just store the products in our initial state. Let's move to create our product slice, and we will use create slice function to create this. And inside this we will just define first of all name of our slice, which is products. This is just the name and a unique name for all slices. Then initial state, the initial state is the initial. Okay, we can just simply write like this initial state. We can assign that, but simply we can write because the names are same. And after that we will use reducers. Okay, inside this reducers we will implement our logic. But as I told you, for fetching data from database or API using create async thank function, for that we will use extra reducer. And inside this extra reducer we will define that. That is simple. Now inside this reducer I will just create a function set products. Okay, to create this function, to this function we will just pass state and action. The state is the current state of our these products. Okay, this is the current state, but the action is the action. It means the data that we have passed whenever we are calling dispatching this action. So we are passing something to this, so that is our stored inside our action. So now let's so whenever we just call this set products, so we want to assign, okay, we want to store our products inside this products array. So simply write state dot products is equal to action dot payload. What it will do whenever we dispatch this action, so we will pass the products, the data to this set products method. Whenever we pass the data, so we will use this state, our current state dot products. To these products we will assign the products that we have passed to this function. Now let's export these things. So first of all, let's export const set products is equal to a product slice dot actions. And down from that we will also export our product slice dot reducer. So after importing these things, we have imported this function and also our reducer. So after now let's import. Okay, the same thing we will implement. Let's copy this, Control A, Control C, cart slice, and paste it. But here we will just change the name to cart slice. Copy this and paste it here. Paste it here. Whatever else we, instead of this we will have what we need to store inside that. Yeah, products are items, the same things we want to store. Whenever we are storing something in store, those are products that we will store inside our cart. And we will not use this function, but instead of this we will use the functions like the actions like add to cart, remove from cart, increase quantity and decrease quantity, that things. And let's change the name to cart. Okay, this is our slide. Just we will add the reducer, the actions later. Now let's come here to the store. What we need to do in the store, so in the store we will just create our store using configure store method. So let's import first of all configure store from Redux Toolkit. After importing that, we will import these two things, produce this reducer product and also cart reducer. So let's import cart slice and product slice. Now let's assign them to the reducer. Okay, let's const, we will create our store is equal to configure store method, and inside this we will just define reducers, and inside the reducer we will pass first of all to the cart, this is the name cart. To the cart we will pass cart slice, and to the product we will assign product slice. So this is our store that we will use. Let's export it. that is okay. So this is the configuration of our Redux toolkit that we have used. That's simple. Now let's what else we need to do. We will just import provider. Let's move to the main.jsx, and here we will import store and provider. Import, let's first of all import store from Redux store and also provider from React Redux. After importing that, we will wrap our app through this provider like this. And let's assign now store. Sorry, what happened? Yeah, that's okay. Save it. So what we did, we have provided, we have just wrap our app through this provider and we provide this store. It means that all components which are in this app.jsx will access store. In store, we have stored our cart and product slice. Through that slice, through those reducers, we will access these things. Okay, products, and also in the cart products, we will access those. So let's now close this one, also this one. Close info section, category section. Let's move to the home section, home page now. So now here in the home.jsx, now we can access this product data. Okay, the products data. So to access that, for that, let's use first of all, I will import these things. Okay, let's import this this set products. I will import that. Set products from slice, and also use selector and use dispatch. Use selector is used to pitch data to get the data, but use dispatch is used to dispatch in action. So now let's first of all create an instance of dispatch. Const to get the products. We will use selector hook. Inside this, we will just define the current state and state.products. It means get the products from us. Product, just product. We will access from store this product data. So after accessing that, let's use effect hook. Inside this use effect hook, we will just define, we will call this set products method. And let's just dispatch, use dispatch. Sorry, we should do something like this. Dispatch. And to this set products method, we will pass our mark data. So let's import our data. Okay, the name of our data is mark data. Import it. Pass the mark data to that. Let's save it. Now let's display this products data. This okay, products data. So to access the products, right now we just access the product from store. Okay, this product. But to access the data from these products, we need to write like product. Okay, store product dot products. Then we will access this data. Let's go here and for example, let's just define a div element, and inside the div element we will just write, for example, h2 tag top products like, and again div element, and inside that div element we will just use map function products dot map. We will use just slice function from 0 to 5 elements. Just pitch from 0 to 5 elements because we would like to display just 5 elements. Sorry, we should not do like that, but we should implement here. We will just get product Now to display the product, let's just first of all define, just access the display here, product.title. Is it working or not? We will just check it for that. Let's move to the browser, just come here. We faced with an error, so let's check the error. Let's move to the console. It says set products is not a function, so let's just go here, set products. Yes, set products is equal products dot actions. So we have imported that from cart slice, but instead of that we should import that from product slice. Let's, here we don't have any method. Let's close it, and here we will just get that from product slice. Let's save it now and check it now. Let's refresh it, see everything is working. Let's close it. So we have top products, and we can't see the titles. Okay, we can't see the titles. That is okay. Dispatch, set products, mark data, products dot slice map. So we don't have title, we have just name. Instead of title we will write name. See, we have product 1, 2, 3 and 5. We just pitch from 1 to 5. Now let's display the product. So to display the product, we will just create a product component. Inside that component we will display the product. We will call that here. So let's create first of all the product component to just display the product card. It means the card of the product, this one. Okay, this card. So to create that card, for that let's go to components, create product card.jsx or axe. We will just design it, this product card. So let's insert this div element. First of all, let's display the image. So the image, we will get the image from the product whenever we pass product to this. Okay, let's for example call that. Let's save it, and let's just instead of this we will just use product card, and we will pass product to that product card. Let's distract that, and here we will just write product dot image. Down from that we will display the title. Just write product dot title, and in p tag, in the p tag we will just display the price, like product dot price. Down from that we will display the stars, how many stars this product have. Div element, and here we will just add $sign, and for the star we will use first star icon. For example, 4 stars it has. And down from that we will just have a div element. Inside the div element we will just display these things. Okay, let's check it. This button, okay, the button and the plus sign. So to display that, for that simply just we will have a span. Inside that we will have a plus sign and another span which is used for add to cart, like this. So let's check it now. So we have the product, top products, we have the price, we have the just the steric and plus and add to cart, but we can't see the product name, which is product name. Yeah, that is okay. Now let's add Tailwind CSS classes. class name, let's just copy the things from info section. Or let's add just container or pg white. I will just add classes. So I have added these classes: bg white, padding, relative, and transform transition. These are all familiar classes to the image and also to the h3 tag, p tag, and also these four. Just I added color to this star and plus sign and add to cart. And also I have added absolute, and what I added to this add to cart button, that is absolute, okay, to make it absolute to the right corner. And what else I have added? Group, okay, the group, and h over 32, h over bg rate. Whenever we move mouse to this div element, so it will increase the size of this div element, because and it will hide. Whenever we move mouse to this div element, it will hide this, okay, group h over, it means the group, this one, to this div element. When we move mouse to it will hide the plus sign. Instead of that, it will display this add to cart, okay, group h over block, group h over hidden. That is how it works. These are the Tailwind CSS classes. Now let's check it. So everyone looks like this, okay, but we should add grade classes also to this one. So let's move back to home page, and here we will add classes to this div element in h2 tag. Text to XL, font bold, margin bottom 6, text center. Also let's add classes to this div element. Grade dolls 1, grade dolls 5, gap 6. So now let's check it. So it looks like better, like this. Smooth. And let's just add here cursor pointer. Yes, it is working good. So after this section, what we need to implement else. So after that, we have the shop and also the footer. I will implement these two sections also. After that, I will just move to the cart section, okay, to implement the cart section. And it should just go to the cart and payment and shipping and whatever is that inside the cart and checkout. So then we will move to that side. So now let's implement the shop section also. So as we have a separate page per shop also. So for the shop, what we need, we will create a separate page. Then I will display that in the home page also, and also in this shop page. So let's move here, and we will create in the page. I will create shop.jsx. So now at the navbar, whenever we click this shop link, so let's go and find shop. So we will move directly to the shop page. So just come here, shop, we will add here shop, and let's go to app.jsx, and here I will add just shop and the element shop. Save it. So let's press shop. So we directly come here to the shop. Now inside the shop, let's move to the shop, and here inside this div element, we will display the products as we have displayed at the home page, like here. Okay, let's just simply copy this text. Yes, that is okay. Let's just copy this text. and paste it here. Just remove this text. Container mx02. I will just change these classes. So here I will just take these classes. That is okay. Let's save it. Now to get the products, so for the products we will do as const products is equal to, we will use selector state dot product, like this. And here let's remove this slice function. We'll just product, and here we will just change this to shop. Save it. So I think it is working. Okay, let's go here, and yeah, we paste within here what we need. Yeah, product, we should import this product card. So this is the shop, the products that we have in shop. Now let's display it. Whenever we are at home, so we should display the shop products here also. So for that, simply just come here to the home, and let's import that here, shop page. Save it. So let's do one thing else. Control X, paste it here. We will just trap our div through another div. So that is okay. The issue has been solved like this. Shops we have. So after that, now let's implement the footer. After footer, we will implement our cart and checkout and payment, whatever is that. Okay, we will implement that section. So let's go and implement the footer. So for the footer, just come here to the components, and we will create footer. Yeah, we have the footer component. Let's just design it. Just come here to the footer, and we will design it. So for the footer, we would like to design like this. Okay, a paragraph, quick links, and follow as this section, these three sections. So for that, let's just change this element to footer, and inside this we will have a div. Inside that div element, let's close it first. So yeah, inside this div element we will have three more div elements or different sections. Like here you can see, okay, three different sections. In the first section we have just a paragraph. So for that, let's use h3 tag, which is just eShop, and after that we have a paragraph. Inside that paragraph, I will just write the paragraph. So after writing the paragraph, now just let's move to the second part, just the second div element. Inside this div element, first of all, h4 tag, which is just like quick links. Look at here, yeah, quick links. Then we have 4 links. So for those 4 links, we will just use ul unordered list. What I did here, yeah, that is okay. Yeah, inside here, let's the first link, which is just inside that we will use link home, four links, shop, contact, and about. So after that, let's move to the third section where we have just a form. Yeah, this. So for that, we would like to just first of all inside the yeah, h4 follow us, and then we have 3 social links. For that, the first one is like, let's use link or we can directly let's just use anchor tag, and here we will just write Facebook from React icons or icon links. This one is like Twitter, GitHub, LinkedIn. So after that, yeah, we have completed the first part, which yeah, we should just insert this input field and the button also. So for that, down from these social links here, we will just have a forum, and inside this forum we will have an input type email. The input type is email, and down from that we will have a button which is like just subscribe. Save it. We didn't add Tailwind CSS classes, so let's first of all check it. Just come here, and yeah, we faced with error, like I think we didn't import link. Let's import link from React Rotterdam. Yeah, so this is the footer section. Now let's add CSS, Tailwind CSS classes to design it. First of all, just come here to the footer, beige gray like 800 text. Sorry, but I wrote beige gray 800 text, white py8 px4 mdpx 16 lgpx 24. Now let's design this div element. I will just add classes. So after adding these classes, the grade classes, now let's add classes here. XL extra large font semi bold, and also here margin top 4. Now let's move to the second, the quick links section. So here, just come here, first of all, class name, we will add the class flex column. We would like to display them as a column vertically, and md items center. Okay, per medium devices, it will display these products at the center. Just come here to the quick links, LG semi-bold. Just come here to the UL list and other list. Here we will add a class name, which is margin top 4 space y2. Vertical space between these lists would be 2 rem. And let's just add here to this yeah, link h over underline. Copy this line and paste it on all these links. Also we can add 2 is equal to slash is equal to shop save it. So after designing this section, now we will move to the last this section, which is just follow us, and also the few social icons, which looks like this area. Okay, so for that, let's come here. So instead of this, we will add class name to this h4, and we will just copy this text. and here we will add class name flex space x4 margin top 4. Now let's move to, yeah, that is okay. If we just move here, we will just add a class name text h over like 400. Let's now design the form. Flex items center justify center margin top 8. Come here to the input field, and here we will add just a class name like, first of all, placeholder, enter email, class name widthful, adding 2 rounded LG BG gray 800 border gray 600, and let's add class name to this button. So for the button BG rate 600 text white, adding x4, adding y2 rounded right side LG, and also for this input field we will just round it left side LG. Okay, just round it the left side of our input field and the right side of the button. Border gray as we did for that 600. Let's save it and let's check it now. So just come here and let's move beige gray. This is beige gray. Yeah, it looks like this. Quick links and also these anchor tag links and subscribe once. So I've just added something around this. Just come here to the button, beige read 600 text white, round it right LG, border gray 600. Let's remove border from button. This is around it. Yes, so it looks like this. So down from that, now we have completed the first section. Now let's move down, and here we will just display like this. Okay, we will just design like this section. Right, for another div element we have a p tag, and here we will have end copy and 2024 eShop all rights reserved. A div element, inside this div element we will have a tag, and this is the first one is privacy policy. Let's copy this one, which is terms and condition. Let's now just add design. Margin top would be 8, top border gray like 700, padding top would be 4, container mx r2 flex column md or medium devices flex row, justify between, and items center. Let's just flex space x 4, margin star 4, or medium devices margin tab would be 0. So let's save it. So the last section looks like this. Let's just space X. Yeah, we can just add here a class name h over underline. Is all that is. So this was our footer that we have designed. So we can also add a button here at the end that to display load more, or that is okay. Okay, enough, that is okay. So now let's move here. What else remained? Everything is okay. Okay, now we will just design our cart page. So whenever we press this cart link, so we will move to cart page. In that cart page we will just display the products that we have added to the cart. Okay, like by pressing this button we will implement the functionality to add products to the cart. So for that, let's implement that for this card. Okay, whenever we press this button we will be able to add products to the cart and add the number of cards inside here. We will display the numbers of cards here. So let's go, just come here, close the footer, close the shop. Just we need to implement that functionality inside product card. And what else we need? Let's just move and we will open the card slice. Let's come here to the Redux and to the card slice. We need to open this one also. What else we need? Navbar, that is okay. So just okay, let's control B, bold that. Just come here to the slice, card slice. So the first action that we want to implement, that is add to cart. And to this, the state is the current state and action is that we will pass through whenever we are dispatching this action. Now inside this action, okay, add to cart method, what we need, we will just implement the functionality of adding product to cart. So let's first of all add here two variables others, like total quantity is 0 default and total price is 0 by default. Now let's implement that functionality. First of all, let's write const new item is equal to action dot payload, the payload that we have passed. Now we want to just find the index of the action. Okay, the index of the item that we want to add, like this. Okay, const item index is equal to state dot products dot find. We will pass item dot id equal to with new item dot id. What does this mean? Okay, we would like to find the index of the item that we would like to add. It means that whenever we are adding a product, let's just come here, I will just show to you. For example, you are adding this product. Once you added this product, for the second time we don't need to add it again because it is already existed. Then we will just increase the quantity of this product. Okay, for the second time whenever we are adding this to the cart. So this is for all that we did right now, finding the index for this reason. Now we will just find if existing if item exists, item index exists. If it was existed, it means the product is already in cart. So then we will just increase the quantity of that product like this. Okay, item index dot quantity plus. We will just increase the quantity. And also what else? We will just increase the price, the total price also, like total price item dot index dot total price. Total price we will just increase it, plus is equal to item new item dot price. What does this mean? Okay, so right now we don't have whenever we would like to add for the second time a product, we will just increase the quantity and subtotal of that product. Else, if the product was not already existed, so then we will push that to our array, to this products array, like this. Okay, state dot products dot push. We will push an object. The ID is new item dot ID, and the name is new item dot name. Also the price is new item dot price. Quantity. Okay, the quantity is not existed with in our products data. Let's go to our mark data. Just come here to the mark data. So we don't have quantity here, so we will just add to our cart whenever we are adding that to cart. So the quantity is 1 for the first time. For the second time, we will just increase that. And also let's add total price, which is not existed in our product. So we will just add new item dot price. For the first time, the first price we will add. Image, new item dot image. I think that is image. Yes. So if that was existed, so it will just increase the quantity of that item and the price of that item. If that was not existed, so we will push a new item to our cart, and to that new item we will add 2 other fields, which is quantity and total price. Now just come here down from else. So here we will just now increase the total quantity and total price. Data total price plus is equal to new item dot price state dot total quantity plus plus. So let's save it. So we have implemented add to cart action. Now let's import it. Export const add to cart is equal to cart slice dot actions. Now let's import this add to cart in our where we need, in the product cart. So let's import it, add to cart. After importing that, so we will just import use dispatch also. Now let's just define it, const use dispatch, creating an instance of dispatch. So after creating the instance of that, now let's move. Just come here to the add to cart. Whenever we press this button, so just come here, we will just implement the functionality here. Here whenever we press this section, so we will just call and we will dispatch handle add to cart. We will call this function. Now let's create this function. Create an arrow function. We will just pass the event, and also we will pass the product. So the event is, just come here to the event. So whenever we press this, so by pressing this, it should not add the product to the cart. And also whenever we press this area, it should not move to the new product section, okay, to the cart detail. It should not move to the product detail. Okay, by pressing this button, it should just specifically perform the action of adding product to the cart, not moving to the product details. So for that prevention, for that we are using, just come here, and here we will get event and product. Here we will write e dot stop propagation. This function, it will stop the propagation, and also e dot prevent default submission. So here let's call dispatch, and we will dispatch this add to cart action, and we will pass product to that. And here we will just alert product added successfully. Save it. Now let's check it. Just come here, and here, for example, pressing this, see product added successfully. So after adding the product, now we will display the number of products on the top of this cart icon. So let's move to Navbar. Let's just write use dispatch. We don't need use dispatch, but use selector. We will just get the cards, the cart items, const products, use selector, state dot cart dot products. We will read the products from cart. Okay, from store, let's move to store. The store cart, through cart we will access this initial state of cart. Just come here, we will access these products. So after accessing the products and storing them in the products, now we will check the length of the products. If, just come here to the card icon, yeah, here we will display the number of first of all we will just display if the number products dot length was greater than 0. So what we will do, we will just display the length of the products, like products dot length, else nothing. Save it. Let's check it. Right now that is 1. Look at, we have 1 product at the cart. So now let's display this on the top of cart. So I will just add the design to this product, and I will display that in a span tag. So I have just added this code. Okay, if the sorry, this is just products dot length was greater than 0, so then it will display the span tag. In the span tag we have added the Tailwind CSS classes to display that on the top of cart. We made that absolute, and let's make it, okay, just I will just make this length relative. Save it. So length class name relative products length. So here we have just 1 item in our cart. So now by pressing this, yeah, we have did everything. Okay, let's add it successfully like this. Successfully. Right now we have just 3 items in our cart. By pressing this button, we will display the cart page. So let's, okay, pressing, we will move to cart. Let's move to app.jsx, and we will just add cart. We will add the cart, and let's create cart page also. Cart.jsx. Save it. Instead of this, let's display cart. Save it. Press this button. So we are at the cart page right now. Look at just cart. So now let's design it. So let's move to the cart page, and we will display the products in cart and also the order summary. So to design the cart page, it should looks like this. Okay, let's come here. We will add the products to the cart, and let's come here to the cart. So it should looks like this. Okay, first of all, if there was no product, it should display an image that no product is available. So for that, let's implement the functionality here. So before everything, okay, before that, accessing that, we will just access the cart products, the products which are in the cart. So for that, we will use selector const cart is equal to use selector state dot cart. After accessing the cart, now let's just check that app cart dot products dot length was greater than 0, so it should display whatever is there, okay, in this div element. Else, if the card length was not greater than that, so then it should display that no product is available, there is no product. So for that, we will create a div element. Inside that div element, we will display an image. So let's first of all import that image. Just come here to the images, that is empty card.png. Import empty cart from assets slash images slash empty cart.png. Display that here, empty cart, and add class name here, flex justify center, class name height 96. Save it. So cart, yeah, cart.products.length, that is okay. Let's move and just check it here. So let's refresh it. See, no product is available right now, there is no product. So let's just add, so later I will add just some Tailwind CSS classes to just design this, but right now there is no products. But if the products is available, so it should looks like then like this. Just come here, then we will implement this section. So inside this div element, we will just have h3 tag, shopping cart, and down from that we will have a div element and close. And inside this div element, we will have just two div elements. Okay, the first one is part this part, the second one is part this order summary. So in the first part, the first div element, let's we will just add the, yeah, this row, this header, then the products. So here we will have another div element, and inside this div element, let's first of all display a p tag. Inside that, we will just display products, and let's create another div element. So inside this div element, we will display the, first of all, price, quantity, subtotal, and remove. So after displaying this, down from this, we will now just display the products, okay, the products array. So just come here, so we will just use card.products dot map, yes, that is okay. Here we will display now the product detail. So inside this div element, let's display first of all the image. Display the image, we will use product.image, and down from this we will have a div element, and inside that div element we will just display the title of the product. So for the title of the product we will just write product name, that is okay. So now down from this we will display the data of our it means the price, quantity, subtotal, and remove button. So here first we will display the price of our product. So for the price we will use product.price. Down from that we will just quantity. Okay, for the quantity we will have two buttons for increase and decrease in the quantity of our item. So for that let's you create a div element. Text, and inside this we will have two buttons. The first button is minus, and the second button is for the second we will just display in a p tag the quantity. So to display the quantity, for that we will use product.quantity, and we will have another button which is per plus, per increase. And down from this we will just display the subtotal and remove. So for the subtotal again we will use p tag, and let's insert that we will just write in quotation that product dot quantity multiply by product dot price, and also to fixed, it means the decimal point, it should display 2 decimal points just. And down from that we will have a button which is used for we will have an icon here. Okay, for trash alt, this icon, we will display this icon for removing the item from product. So this was the just the code for writing the card section. Okay, the left side section, just this section. Okay, we didn't implement right now this section, but let's check it first of all. Okay, just let's add a product. So it looks like this. Okay, this is all details. So now let's just add the Tailwind CSS classes to implement the to design it. So for that I will pause the video per classes. These are all familiar classes, nothing extra. So first I will just add the Tailwind classes, then we will move ahead. So after adding the Tailwind CSS classes to these elements, yeah, to all of these elements, yeah, I have added just the Tailwind CSS classes, nothing else. Okay, let's save it, and finally let's check it. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, we have added the price, quantity, subtotal, and also a button icon for removing, and the image, and also the title. Now let's just display the order summary also. So to display the order summary, for that let's move to this div element, and inside this div element let's h3 tag. First of all we will just display cart total, and down from that we will have a div element. Inside this div element first let's display the total items, and another div element where we will display the total quantity. Okay, we will just access the total quantity cart dot total quantity. Okay, from this cart we will access this total quantity. Down from this we will just move now to the shipping section. So here we will just display the shipping. It can't close. So for the shipping let's just create a p tag shipping, just shipping. Okay, down from this I will just add p tag where shipping to span tag, and here we will just display the address. Okay, the address of a shipping. So right now let's create a variable, and I will display that const a state variable, Like this is the default address for this address variable. Okay, this is the state variable that I have created. Now let's display that there. Yes, here we will display that address. And down from that we will have a button where by clicking that button we will be able to change the address. Change address like this. Now down from this section we will just display the total items. It means total price. So let's check it. Okay, just come here and here. Yeah, we how it looks like this. Very good. But let's just add some CSS classes, Tailwind CSS classes to design it. So for the designing, let's add the classes from this section. Okay, yeah, cart total. So after adding the Tailwind CSS classes, okay, look at the classes. These are Tailwind CSS classes I have designed. So now let's check it. Okay, save it and let's come here to the browser. And it looks like this. Okay, look at the similar as the previous one. What else remain that removing the item from cart, increasing and decreasing the quantities, these things, and also in this cart page the change address. Okay, whenever we press this we will display a model. In the model we will be able to change the address, this address. So for that let's implement this. First of all we will just create a model component. And one another component which is for change address. Let's first of all design the model. So first, this is the default code, okay, for all models if we are creating model for login, for sign up. But this children here in this, instead of this children, we will display, for example, the login forum or the sign up forum or the change address forum. We will display that here. So now let's just add the default Tailwind CSS code for these models. And we will pass the children to display the children. Right now, instead of children, I will just display something like element children. And let's just design the change address forum also. Okay, so for that we simply need to write an input field and two buttons. So let's just, I will just design it using Tailwind CSS. The first one is for cancel, second one is for save address. I will just design it. So that is okay. Now let's move back to the cart page. So whenever we press this change address button, so we will open the model. So by pressing this button, let's add on click, we will just change the model to true to show that, to display that. So for that, let's create first of all our variable const is model open sit is model open is equal to use state, the default value is false. So now let's, whenever we press this change address, so we will make it enable. So let's go and sit is model. Sit is model open, we will make it true. So after making it true, now let's just, we will call our model here. Okay, down from this, here we will just call our model. We will just write model. Yeah, that is model. Import that and close that. And to model we will pass two things: is model open and sit is model open. Is model open sit is model open. So after passing these two things to the model, now let's just drag them there. Let's just come here, the first one and the second one is it here. So let's first of all, if not is model open, if that was false, so return null, else return this code. And whenever we press this, okay, just come here. So whenever we press, this is the close button. Okay, this one is the close button at the top right corner, as we had. Okay, let's just come here. I will show to you change address. Okay, here is the button. So right now here we don't have, but I will display a button there. By clicking that button, it will be able to close the model. So for that, whenever we press this button on click, we will call sit is model to false. We will change back the value to false. Let's check it first of all. Just come here and let's press the change address. See, we have displayed the model, we have displayed children, and here we have close button. Press that, the model closed. Okay, and here now let's pass the children. Okay, the change address forum to this model. Just come here and let's go back to the cart. Into this model, to the children, inside this children we will just pass address change component. I think change address component, the name is change address. Let's check it now. So we should, yeah, let's change it in the model to children. See, we have this change address and save address and cancel. By pressing this cancel, we will be able to back cancel by pressing this saved address. So we will be able to change the address. So let's do it. Let's to this change address. Just come here to the cart page. In the cart page, we have address. Okay, address and sit address. Now sit is model. We will just pass to this one two things. First of all, sit address, and second one is model open. Sit is model open. These two things. Now let's distract them inside the change address. Now by pressing this cancel button, we will close the model. Let's do it on click. So we will just close. We will call sit is model open to false. Create an arrow function. That is okay. By pressing sit save address, we will store address inside that variable. So to do that, for that, let's just write something here, const new address, set new address. We will create this new variable, use state, default value is nothing, empty, and we will call that on change, and we will just call change the value of that. Okay, set new address to e.target.value, and here we will, by pressing this save button, we will call on click, we will just call set address, and we will pass new address to that. Save it. Let's check it now. This is the main street, and let's change this main road CF 333. Save address. So the address has been changed. Look at down, the address changed, but we should close this by pressing that button also. So to close it back, for that let's do something like, we will just call here a function const on close is equal to, and here we will just cut this, and we will call on close function, and inside this we will just call set address to new address, and set as model open to false. So let's now press this. New address main road, press save address. So nothing has been changed. Let's, yeah, I think we didn't call on click on close like this. Save it. Now that has been called. Okay, let's now, okay, press save address. See, the address has changed, and also the model has been closed like this. It's working like this. Now let's implement the functionality of increasing the quantity and decreasing the quantity and remove item. Let's first of all implement remove item. So for the remove out item, let's move to the product. Yeah, let's close these things. Yeah, we will move to the cart slice, and here we will implement remove from cart functionality. State and action, and let's implement that. So here first of all we will get the ID. So to get the ID, for that we will do something like this. Okay, and also we will find the item that we would like to remove like this. Okay, this is ID action.payload. We will pass ID through this action in this payload, and after that we will find the item like this. Okay, item just ID. After finding the item, so we will just write like if index, if item index, if that was let's change it, find item, if it was existed. So what we will do, state dot total price minus is equal to find item dot total price. So we will just minus from the total price. Okay, from this total price, and also from the quantity. So from the quantity we will just do something like this, dot total quantity minus is equal to quantity like this. And finally we will remove item, and we will filter our data. State dot products is equal to with state dot products dot filter item dot id was not equal to with the id. That's simple like this. This is the remove action. Now let's call it. So let's move back to the cart, and whenever we press the remove icon, so we will remove item from cart. Let's go this one. Okay, So let's go. First of all, we have the cart, and we have, let's just what else we should do? Dispatch. Yeah, let's use dispatch. We will import use dispatch. And also remove from cart. So let's first of all export that. Remove from cart. Now let's call that. Let's move to the trash icon here. On click, we will just dispatch, and we will call remove from cart, and we will just pass the ID. So can we get the ID from? Yes, cart product.id. We will pass product.id to this product.id. As simple like this. Dispatching remove from cart action. Let's check it now. So let's go back to shop, and we will just add a product, add it. Let's go to items, and here we have 259 total. Let's remove it. So the item has been removed from our product, and everything has been changed. Look at. Now let's implement the increase and decrease functionalities. I made the cart slice, and here now we will just implement the increase quantity. So the increase quantity, we will do something first of all like this. We will just pass the ID, and we will find that item. After finding the item, we will implement like something. Okay, let's do it. If find item was existed, so we need to do the find item dot quantity plus plus. First of all, we will increase the quantity of that item, then we will just write the find item dot total price plus is equal to with the find item, we will also increase the price. So after that, we will just increase the total quantity, state dot total quantity plus plus, and finally we will just increase the total price also, state dot total price plus is equal to find item dot price. And also let's implement the decrease one also, the decrease action. Decrease and state and action, and first of all we will find the item, then if the item was existed, so then we will make these changes. So as in the decrease, we did plus plus, here minus minus, here minus, and here also minus minus, and here also minus. Let's save it now, and we will just first of all export them. Increase quantity, decrease quantity. Now let's import them in this cart. Increase quantity and also decrease quantity. Now let's dispatch them. Let's move now to the increase and decrease buttons. Here this is the decrease button. I will just call on click dispatch decrease quantity, and I will pass just the ID product.id and do something like this bar increase also like this one for the increase button. Just change this to increase quantity. Let's save it now, and let's check it now. Just come here, let's move to the shop. We don't have anything. Go here, let's check the shop. Add to cart, yes. Add to cart, yes. And 2 items. Let's check it now. Let's increase the quantity. Total and total number of items and also quantity 279, 799. See, everything has been changed like this. Everything is changing. So that is how we can implement. Let's decrease it. Look, everything is changing. Okay, everything has been changed, but we can't move to the minus, so that is just a fault. So to prevent the minus, okay, to going to the minus, so for that what we will do, we will just come here and we will come here to the cart slice, and here I will just write if find item dot quantity was greater than 1, so then implement this functionality. Save it and we will check it now. So let's go back to why we can't display the products in shop. So just come here, add to the cart, and let's check it. And let's, for example, we can't go minus. Look at pressing, but if we press positive plus sign, so it will increase it. Whenever it come to 1, so it will not decrease. So it is how we can handle this scenario. So now whenever we press this proceed to checkout, we will move to the checkout page. So for that, let's move to the this button, proceed to checkout in cart, and here we will just on click, and here we will move, just use the navigate, okay, to move to checkout page, checkout simply. So let's define navigate also. Const navigate is equal to use navigate. That is okay. Let's define now checkout page here. And let's create checkout page. Let's import it inside after.jsx. Okay, let's come here to the checkout. The checkout page is the same as the cart page, just we will just make some changes. Like let's just check it. Okay, this is the checkout page that we will design. It has 2 parts as cart. Okay, 2 parts, and it has also 2 parts. So now let's design it like that. So for that, to design it like that, it means that the default this parent code is the same. Like here we have 2 sections, and also in the checkout we have 2 sections. So let's come here and come here to the cart. Simply I will copy this whole code. I will just make some changes in it. I will just remove some code from this. Yeah, this is okay. Let's remove this code. Just come here. Let's remove this model and also this div element. Drag it back like 2 section, the first section, whatever is inside this. So we will remove all those things. That is okay. We have these 2 sections. Let's change these 2. Order summary, I think that is, we can just, yeah, this is checkout. Checkout page. Let's save it and let's go back, proceed to checkout. We are at the checkout page now. Now let's design. Okay, just come here to the this section. In this section, first of all, we will just implement these areas, okay, these functionalities like billing, shipping, and payment method information. So inside this we have div element, and this div element is here. Inside this we will just display h3 tag billing information, and also we will display an icon which is like the icon is angle up. Another div element inside this div element, and inside this we will have a label for name, input field for text, that is okay. Let's copy this. In billing information we have name, email, and pool. This is for email, and also for pool. Okay, so we have these three sections in first billing information. Let's display it. So it looks like this. Okay, so now let's add CSS code to design it. The Tailwind CSS classes. So I have added this Tailwind CSS classes. These are all familiar classes, nothing changed. Just log out to them. Classes and classes. Now let's check it. Okay, so it looks like this. Now whenever we press this button, so it will be closed. So let's first of all change this icon. This is down. Imported, yeah, that has been imported. So now by pressing this area we will close this billing information section. So for that we need to create a state variable const billing toggle, set billing toggle. Default code for this is like make it true. The default code for this one is true. Now just come here. If billing toggle was true, so then it will display the down. Else if that was false, so then we will display angle up. This icon, close it. And also just come here, we will just change this. We will add a class here. If here we should add a class like if the billing toggle was true, so then we will display nothing else. We will just add hidden class. If that was billing toggle was true, so then we will not add the hidden class, but if that was false, so we will add hidden class. Close it. Let's check it now. So let's press this. Let's just change the icon. Okay, by using a button here to this div element, we will add a button. On click, hit arrow function, set billing toggle to not billing toggle. If that was true, it will make it false. If that was false, it will make it true. Let's press this. Look at close, open, like this. We will now create the same thing for shipping information also. Let's just come here for the shipping information. Copy this area of code, paste it here, change this to shipping information. and also create another state variable as the name of shipping toggle. Set shipping toggle, we will use this one, make it false by default. And now instead of that, where yes, just come here, we will just sit here, set shipping toggle, and here we will call shipping toggle, and here also shipping toggle, and here also. Save it, and we will just change these fields, which are name, email, and for the billing information, for address, city, and zip code. Like this, that is okay. Let's check it now. Just come here to the billing information, press this. Okay, address, city, zip code. Now let's add another section for payment method also. So just come here for the payment method. I will add another state variable. Payment method. And down from that, here instead of this, we will have cash on delivery, and the second one is a debit card. So for that method, let's add a class name here, flex items center margin bottom 2, and bring this down, and this is cash on delivery. And here this is type radio, name, payment, and save it. And we will just create a state variable for this also. Let's create a state variable, const payment method, set payment method is equal to use state. The default one is cash on delivery, COD. And just come here down, payment method like this, checked. If this was checked, so then what we will do, we will assign payment method. Payment method is equal to with COD, and whenever change is on change, we will just change the payment method. Like we will just create set payment method to COD, cash on delivery. Same to this one, let's select another one, which is a debit card. Copy this div element, remove this one and also remove this one and paste that one here. This is radio payment and this is debit card CDC DC, and here we will just debit card, save it. So down from this, let's display the payment method. So let's where we displayed the payment method. Oh no, this one is not. Let's come here and yeah, payment method. Let's add margin right. Block and margin right, margin left 2, and also for this one margin left 2. So right now that is COD. If we press this one, DC, payment method has been changed. But whenever we click this debit card, so we will display the information of debit card. So just come here, we will just write if the payment method was equal to with DC, it means debit card, and display this information for us. Div element, and inside this div element it's 3 tag debit card information, and down from that div element, inside this div element label, which is this one is used for card number input, which is text, and here we will just insert the card number, and just come here down and we will just copy this one, paste it here. For card holder name, type text. Down from that we would like to display expiry date and CVV number section. This is for expiry date, label expiry date, expire date, and here we will just have an input type text. Down from this we will have another div element, which is used for label CVV number, type text. So let's check it now. Just come here, let's close this one and also this one. Let's make it cash and delivery, nothing. Debit card, we have displayed the debit card. Now let's just design it. Okay, we have the input fields here. Why we can't see the input fields? Input type text, that is okay. Enter card number. Yeah, this is the input fields. We have the input fields at the right side of every section. So now I will add Tailwind CSS classes to design it. So after adding the Tailwind CSS classes to these, okay, like this class is 3 tag for div element margin bottom, for label, for input type text, for label, input type text, for these things. Okay, these are the Tailwind CSS classes, and finally it looks like this. Okay, card number, That is final result of that. On the right side, we will just display the our order summary. Okay, the number of the products, like here, the products, and also the total price and the place order button. So let's do it also. Let's just come here, and I would like to just wrap this div element, and inside this div element I will implement that section. So just come here, we will have h3 tag. Here we will just display order summary, and down from that we will just let's have a div element. Inside this we will display our products. So for the displaying the products, let's first of all pitch the products. So we will use selector. Const cart is equal to use selector product. It means cart, yeah, the r dot products, or just cart. Cart dot products dot map product stay in div elements. For display the image, product dot image. Down from that we will have a div element, and sit what we have done, yeah, on shift F. Inside this inner div element we will just display the product name and also the quantity. Dot name, and down from that in a p tag we will just display the price and also on the quantity. Like we can display it like, let's come here, product dot price, product dot quantity, like this. So after displaying the products, now down from this div element, okay, from this one, let's display now the total items. Inside this div element we will have another div element, and inside this span tag, inside the span tag we will just write total price span tag, and inside this span tag we will just display cart dot total price dot to fixed to. This is for decimal points, 2 decimal points. So down from this div element we will just display a button which is place order. Let's save it and let's check it now. Let's just come here, and yeah, we have displayed the product like this, and also the total price and place order button. So now let's add Tailwind CSS classes. So after adding the Tailwind CSS classes to these, okay, look at them, to also to the button. So it looks like this. Okay, this is the final result that we have. Now place order. Whenever we place this order, so let's first of all save the information of this billing information and also the shipping information in object. Okay, whenever we let's store, it means that the information the user type inside these input fields. So I will just store the information of shipping information. Okay, I will just store these shipping information and pass them to the place order page. So to store the shipping information, let's create a state variable here. shipping info, set shipping info. This is an object, and the shipping information contains address, city, and zip code. The barcode is like empty. So now let's store values inside these. So to store inside that, let's, for example, we will do inline. Okay, inline, I will change everything there: address, city, and zip. Yeah, shipping information, this is, come here, address, and change set shipping info. The previous shipping info, comma, we will just update the address one. Okay, this is address, so we will just assign to address e.target dot value. Same to this, we will just assign to city also. We will just change here city, and also let's, instead of this, zip. So that is okay, that is okay. We have stored the information up, like, let's close this one, the shipping information. City, inside the city, this is city. Okay, I will just change that later. Just let's move to the city. And zip code is zip. USA, for example, and zip code, whatever is that, just insert a zip code. So after pressing display order, we will display the information, the order summary. Okay, so we will just display the order that the user placed. So let's just come here and press place order. So let's just enter here place order. So we will just display the information like this. So for this application, to display the order summary like this, whenever we press this place order, I will pass the data. It means for this front end project that we are not connected with the database. So for that, I will create a order variable and I will pass that through this button. So it means like this. Okay, just come here to pass the and display the order details. Come here to the app.jsx, and here I will create a state variable const order, set order, use state. And the default value is null. So now I will just pass this set order to this checkout page. Let's pass it, set order. So after passing this, now let's handle it inside the checkout page. Here we will get that set order. After getting that, now we will pass, whenever we press this place order button, just come here, place order. Okay, let's on click handle order. Let's create this function now. So inside this now, what we need to do, we will just store the information inside this set order method. Okay, that we have passed here, set order method. So let's first of all create a new order, const new order is equal to, inside this new order we will just this store the information of user and shipping information, and also the items, the totals, like this. Okay, products. To products I will assign cart dot products dot product dot products, products like this, where let's first of all find cart. Yeah, cart state dot cart, cart dot product, cart dot products, sorry, cart dot products, and total. What else we need to display here in the checkout page is that thank you for your order number. It's just order number. For example, this is the order number. Right now in this app we will display like this: shipping information. I will just store shipping info. What else we need to store? And we store the products and total price. The total price. Now let's just assign this call set order method, and we will store new order inside that. And finally we will just navigate to order confirmation. Let's, for example, here we will just create use navigate. So let's first of all create an instance of navigate const order confirmation, for example, order confirmation page. Now let's create this page, save it, come here to the app.jsx, order confirmation, and here now instead of set order we will pass order to this order confirmation page. Here we will just call order confirmation. Let's first of all create that. Come here to the pages, order, for example, order.jsx RAFCE. Let's move here. Instead of this checkout, let's call order. Save it. Let's go back to the order. So here we will get the order, and we will display the information of order. Inside this div element, we will just display h2 tag, and inside that we will just thank you for your order. Here I will just display a paragraph. Your order has been placed. So after writing this paragraph, now let's create a div element. Inside this div element, h3 order summary, and down from that order number, let's display the order number. So to display the order number, for that we will use order number that we have passed. Let's check it from checkout page. Order number, yeah, let's check it. New order number, yeah, that is okay. So let's first of all check that we can get the order number or not. Let's just come here, and here let's place order. So we come directly, okay, order number, we received that is okay. So let's go back, and here after displaying the order number, we will just display now the shipping information. For this we will use div element h2 or h4 shipping information. Down from shipping information, we will just display order dot shipping. That was order dot shipping information dot address, city and zip code. Address, city and zip. So now let's display the order items. H3, we will just write products ordered, and we will just use order dot products. Yeah, I think that was products that we have assigned. Yeah, products dot map. Here we will just display then quantity and the name. Yeah, just what we need to display here. So let's have a div element. Inside this div element, we will just display first of all the product dot name, and then we will just display the quantity. To display the quantity, for that we will just write product dot quantity, and down from that we will just display product dot price multiply by product dot quantity. So after this, now let's come here down. What else we need to display down is to display total price. Total price. Down from that we will have two buttons. The first one is order tracking. The second one is continue shopping. So let's check it. Okay, let's come here, just come here, place order. So we have all the details, everything is okay, but let's add this Tailwind CSS code to design it. So after adding the Tailwind CSS and design classes, okay, to every section, so final result is like this. Okay, this is the final result. So let's just add here whenever we press this icon, so we will just move on click, so we will navigate / homepage. Let's create instance of navigate. Like this. Continue shopping, we came directed to the home page. What else remained? That is now let's the filter and also the login and register sign up forums are remain. So let's do now that functionality. Whenever we press this login button, so we will move directly to the login forum. So for that, let's move first of all to the navbar, and at the navbar let's on click. Okay, whenever we press this, so we will by pressing this as we displayed the whenever we were changing the address in shipping, so we will do something like that. Okay, we will do the same, we will implement the same functionality. So let's first of all close this. I will just import the model here first of all. Before importing the model, let's implement the sign up and register forums. So let's first of all just come here to the component login.jsx and also register.jsx. So let's first of all implement the login functionality. This div element, let's write h2 login. Then after that we will have a forum element, and inside the forum we will have div. Inside this div label, which is email, input type email, Later I will write the placeholder and other things also. Label password, input type password. Just come here down from that password. So down from that we will have a div element. Inside this div element label, and inside this label let's display, okay, this is for remember me. So we will have first of all input type, which is checkbox, and let's just write here a span remember me like this. Later I will just add the classes. Okay, down from this a tag, which is used to forgot password. Okay, where we should just implement that. So this is outside from the label, which is used for forgot password. So down from this one, let's have a div button, and inside that we will create a button which is used for login. Later I will just assign the Tailwind CSS classes and other properties. Now down from this forum, now let's have a div element, and inside this div element span, don't have an account, don't have an account. So if you don't have an account, so let's create a button which is used for sign up like this. So now let's just design it using Tailwind CSS. So our this is our login forum. Let's copy the same code for our registration also. Let's copy this code. We will just add another field for the register field, which is a name field. Okay, let's copy this div element and paste it at the top, and we will change this for name, and yeah, that is name, class name. This is text, enter name. It will looks like this. This is sign up. Just come here down. We don't need forgot password, and also remember me. Sign up button, and don't have an account, already have an account. Already have an account, login. So it will move to login page. Let's save it. So this is our register page and login page. Now let's move to the navbar back, where we will just implement the model functionality. So for the model, we will just create two state variables. Let's create them. Once the first one is model open, it is model open is equal to use state by default false, and the second one is login, set is login is equal to use state by default, that is true. Now let's create two more function, okay, which is used for, but before for that leave that. Now let's implement this functionality. Let's import our model. So just come here, and here we will import our model that we have implemented the model already. Okay, whenever we were implementing changing address in order detail, okay, in the checkout page. So to this model, let's move to the model. Let's just open the model. Where was model? Let's open model. Yeah, this is model, and inside this model we will pass is model open, set is model open. These two functionalities that we have passed, the first one is used the first one is that for the first one we will just pass is login is model open. Okay, this one is model open is equal to is model open. This one for the second one, which is used set is model open. So the second one is sit is model open. Okay, this one, sit is model open. Where is the error? Yeah, this is model open. Okay, like this. Inside this we will pass the children. So for the children we will just write is login. If as login was true, so we will display the login forum login. Let's display that. Else we will display the sign up forum, the register forum. Save it. So yeah, everything is okay. Login and register. Let's move to here. Everything is okay. So let's check it. Okay, let's check it. Just let's go back to home page. Let's press login, register. So it is not displaying for us. Yeah, let's just come here. Is model open? Sit is model open. If not is model open, return null. Is model open? By default that is false. Yeah, so let's just implement whenever we press that icon. Okay, on click. So we will just call sit is model open to true. So let's come here back. See, we have the login forum and close it. The close button is not working. Okay, so let's implement the functionality of sit is model open. Copy this one. Sit is model open to false. Just come here. Yeah, we will just change that. Sit is model open to false. I have changed that. That is okay. Let's press this. It is not working. Let's correct that. Okay, let's correct that. So let's just change this to model. Like I think this is due to the spelling mistake. Sit is model open. Like let's move to the model. Sit is model open. Just come here. Is this login is not working? Yeah, I think we have just made changes here. That is okay. Is this one? Close it. Yeah, that is working. Perfect. Now whenever we press the sign up button, we should move to the sign up form. So for that, what we need, let's create two functions. Let's move to the navbar, and here I will create two functions. Const open sign up forum. In open the sign up forum, I will just set as login to false and set model open to true. Let's copy this function and paste it here. This is par open login, and here this is true, and also the second one is true. Now let's open sign up and open login. Copy these. Let's pass to the login open sign up, and to the register open login. like this. Now let's move to the login and register. In the login, open sign up. So whenever we click this sign up button, so we will call that open sign up. Let's come here to the register. Here we will get open login. So whenever we press this login button, so we will open the login form. Press this login, press it, sign up, login, sign up, and close it. So this was the functionality of implementing register and login model. So after that, now let's move to the last functionality, which is filter. Okay, to filter the products. So for the search functionality, before that, let's move first of all to the cart product slice. Let's come here to the Redux and to the product slice. Inside this product slice, I will add two more things. First of all, search term, the term that the user want to search. Default value is nothing. And the second thing is filtered data or filtered products. This is an array. Okay, the data that we are filtering, the filtered data would be stored inside this filtered data. We will do that. We will use it through Redux Toolkit. There are different ways to do, but in this project I will implement it like this. And here I will implement a reducer action for that. So the action is that set search term. Here we will get state and action. In this action we will get the search term whenever a user click enter button in search field. Like here, let's first of all state that search term is equal to with action dot payload. So the search term will be assigned to this search term. After assigning that, now let's filter our data. So to filter our data, let's write state dot filter data is equal to with state dot products dot filter. So to filter the products, for that let's write product, and here we will implement that product dot name dot to lower case that includes inside includes state dot search term dot to lowercase like this. Okay, it will filter our data using that product. Okay, filter the product, filter product dot name dot to lowercase dot includes, which includes our search term. So after filtering the data, now let's export it. Set search term, save it. So after that, now let's move to navbar, and the navbar, let's create first of all a field const a state variable search. Set search is equal to use state, and let's now whenever we click, okay, in the forum, let's come here to the forum. Here we had, okay, this forum, okay, let's come here. Where was that forum? This input field. Okay, whenever we press this enter, so we will call on submit handle search. We will call this function const handle search dot prevent default submission, and let's import the dispatch. Also create instance of dispatch const dispatch, use dispatch, and after that let's import the set search term action also from product slice. Now just come here to this search function. Here we will just write dispatch, and we will call set search term and we will pass our search value. Okay, this search. So to store value inside this search, come here back to input field. Here we will just call on change sit search e.target.value. So here back, let's create an instance of here. Okay, instance of navigate also. Here we will use navigate slash filter data. Let's create this route now. Come here to the app.jsx. Filter data element will be filter data. So let's create the filter data component, our page. Just come here to the pages, filter data.jsx. Save it and let's import it. Filter data. Save it. Now let's move to filter data. Inside the filter data, we first of all we will get the data of the filter data products. So to get that, for that we are using use selector. Const filter products is equal to use selector state dot product dot filter data. I think the spelling, let's check. Product slice spelling is filter data. Let's save it. Now let's display that. So to display that, for that we will use the same concept as we did for the shop page. Let's move to the shop page. Here we will just copy this data. So copying this data, let's move to filter data, paste it here, and here we will use, instead of this, filter products map. So what else remained? I think everything is okay, so let's try it. Appreciate, and let's, for example, search product. Press enter. So faced with an error. So let's check where is the error. Let's come here to the console. Product card is not defined. Yes, that is okay. We didn't import the product card. Save it and let's check it now. That is okay. We have sourced the product, and let's, for example, search product 3. We have just the product 3, but if there is no product, we should display no products available. So for that, just come here and we will implement that logic here. So for that, let's write filter product start length was greater than 0. If the length was greater than 0, so it will display as this code. Else so it will display as this code. Okay, so here we will just display an image. Justify center, and here we will display an image. The image, let's import that image. Import no product is equal to from set slash images slash, let's check the image name, no product, not found.png. Let's save it. So no product available like this, we can display that. We can also decrease the size, just product 3. Oh. So this was all about our functionalities that we have implemented in this e-commerce website, the front end of e-commerce website. So if you have liked this video, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. This is a fully responsive. Yes, okay, it looks like this, the detailed page. So I think we didn't display, yeah, the one functionality which is remained, that whenever we press this product, we should display the detail page also. Okay, the detail page, I didn't display that, so let's do that also. Let's move to the products, to the product card. Just come here, I missed that product card. So I will wrap this whole product through a link. Name. So to display the detail of a product, for that let's wrap our product card through link. Okay, so the link is not imported, so let's import the link from react.dom. Whenever we press this product, so we will go to is equal to, so we will go to product slash, and here we will pass the ID. So to pass the ID, for that we need to write something like this. Okay, here we will pass the product ID, product.id. So now let's app.jsx and we will create that route. Product slash ID, and here we will move to the product detail page. Let's create that inside pages. Save it and let's import it. Product detail, just come here to the product detail, and here first of all we will get the ID, const ID is equal to use forum hook from react.dom. So we will get ID from URL, then we will use effect hook. In this use effect hook, we will just find the product based on this ID. So to find the product, const product or new product is equal to, so we will just use the a filter method or find method, okay, to find the product. So first of all we should pitch the product. So to pitch the products, for that let's write products is equal to, with use selector, then we will just write the state at products. So now let's search based on products, dot find product.id was equal to with the ID, and here let's create a state variable. New product. So let's write here ID. Whenever ID change, so it will re-render the use effect again. So now let's just display the name of the product that we have pitched or not. So to display the name of product, for that simply let's write product.name. Let's save it and let's go. For example, refresh it, and let's, for example, we are pitching on this product. So we come here, but we paste with an error. So let's check the error. So it says cannot read properties of undefined reading name. So it means at product detail we don't have access to name. Set product.new product So let's that console.log type of id. What is the type of id? So let's check the type of id. So let's type of id is string. Let's check the type of id, product id. So it means that let's product console.log type of product.id. Means undefined. So the type of this id that we fetched from URL, the type of that was a string, and the type of this product id was number. So we couldn't compare using these three equal signs. So I have changed the id string to integer, then I will compare them. So now let's display it. So we can see display product number 2. Okay, product 2. So now let's display the detail of this product. So to display the detail of that, I will just write the code, then I will explain it for you. So I will explain now the code to you. First of all, I add this statement. Let's even if there was no product, so it will move to loading. It will loading. Okay, it will be in the loading section. So this is the code. These are the Tailwind CSS classes. Here I displayed the name of the product, then I displayed the name, the price, and also the image of the product there, and add to cart, and deliver and return, ask and question. These things simple. Okay, you can see this is the product detail page. Now let's move and check it. Now let's, for example, press this one. See, this is the product detail page. This is the number that we can increase the number. Go back here. So this should be input field, but I didn't set the quantity for that. Yeah, for this I didn't set the quantity. So it is all about the e-commerce website, the front end that we have created. I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.